welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. I am your host, Tracy Kraushorn. This is Wayne Kraushorn.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm good. I mentioned previous broadcast that we're doing this scavenger hunt the weekend before Halloween. It's one of those projects that's just growing and growing, and I'm beginning to wonder how much I've bitten off to do this for the kids in the neighborhood. So anyway, we will get through it. It'll be a blast,
Yes,
but keeping us busy.
Yes, it will. Well, we are coming to you live today to bring you the latest and greatest in IT. As we always say, IT is ever changing. And so we just want to make sure you have the most up-to-date information, and we're here to serve you. So today we are talking about email backup versus archiving. So Wayne, why don't you tell us the difference between email backup and archiving?
Gladly. So first, it's important to note that when it comes to the email providers, the big ones, Microsoft and Google, they do not guarantee the safety and continuity of your emails. So if there is a major breach, a malfunction in their system, if there's a major cyber attack, they can be lost. And then written in their SLAs, they actually say that if they are important and you absolutely have to make sure you have them, you need some sort of backup of them. Not taking responsibility. So,
Right.
So with that in mind, there's so archiving is just a way to store them, and Outlook gives you a lot of tools to do that. You can do manual exports to PST files or archives, which are stored files on your PC. Now, keep in mind those are on your PC, and you should have some sort of cloud backup of those in case something happens to your PC. There's auto archiving features where it can automatically save every X amount of days, create a file. It can do auto archives onto your Exchange and actually creates a separate mailbox on your Exchange. Now, keep in mind with that, it's creating that mailbox, but if it will not reduce the size, so a lot of times what you do when you're doing these, to keep your mailbox size down, you actually put some rules into Outlook of deleting. So when you create these archives, these PST files, keep in mind that there are tools now that you can search across multiple PST files for certain things that you're trying to find. So that's kind of what archiving is. There's lots of choices of how you can archive, and these are standard tools within Outlook. A backup, there are separate utilities in the market today that kind of fill some of the gaps that the archiving does not do. And so that's a way to get the backups in a secure location outside of Microsoft. So that's really the difference between the two. The backup will do a lot of the same things.
So what are some of the other reasons to archive your email or use a backup service?
Yeah, so number one, keep your inbox clean and down. So, this one over here is laughing. So, there are people who have this zero inbox mentality. I find that a little hard to do. I mean, I like to keep mine below 100, but there are people who keep all their emails in their inbox because, here's the reality. There's a lot of tools to allow you to search and find the people and the things that you're trying to find, right? Yeah. But when your email box or your mailbox in general gets big, it can slow down the performance of Office and Gmail and things of that nature. So, it's good to keep that size down from a performance standpoint.
Yeah.
Also, Office has, most of the licenses today have a limit of 50 gig. For most businesses, that's fine. But, if you're in a business with lots of big attachments, you can start bumping up against that limit. Yeah. Now, there are some Office licenses that will get you to 100. It's generally not recommended, getting back to the performance issue. So there's that as well. And also, last week, we talked about virtual desktops. A lot of the virtual desktop suppliers out there, they want your profile to be 30 gigs or less to maintain performance. Now, your profile is kind of like your footprint, your PC footprint. So that is your mailbox. That's your desktop. It's a lot of other things. So what they say is, you really want to keep that mailbox, 10 or 15 gigs or less.
Okay.
And so that's important. Some other things are, emails can get accidentally or intentionally deleted. So, if you look at what a backup actually does, is it's instantaneous. And so every email that comes in, it's automatically sent over to this cloud-based backup. So, if somebody actually deletes it, it's always there. If somebody's trying to cover tracks, or somebody tries to delete things that shouldn't for malicious intent, it's all saved. They can't get access to that email backup. Now, if you're doing some of the standard auto archiving and backups, the user has the ability to manipulate those. So it has that. It makes it easy to do compliance, industry compliance, because there are industries like law and healthcare that you have to keep those things for X amount of time. And also, if you are keeping every exchange that happens, it can help protect you from litigation in the future. And so it's, if something comes up, a contract dispute, whatever it may be, everything is kept in this cloud vault. So that can be helpful to come back. A lot of these backups, they really offer powerful search tools. The one we use, you can set these very detailed searches, simple things like who's it from, date ranges, keywords, things of that nature. But a lot of them will offer and/or sort of structures. So in other words, let's say you want to do a search for emails from person A or person B or person C, and within a date range and with attachments. You can do a lot of those very, very powerful searches to quickly, and these are all about quickly being able to retrieve what you need to retrieve. And the other thing is, a lot of these offer some really powerful admin sort of privileges. So if you think about your company, you can have one or more super admins where they can have visibility in everybody's mailbox, and they can search across multiple mailboxes. Or if you have department heads, you can set up a combination of other admins that just can look at other mailboxes within their department. So it gives a lot of powerful capabilities for searching and retrieving of emails.
That's awesome. Well, these utilities are certainly powerful. Are they expensive?
Well, they're not actually. If of course, a lot of the standard Outlook auto archiving features are standard with Outlook. These utilities, though, that when you think about something that is automatically doing the backups as emails come in, so there's nothing manual that is causing time to get these backups done, or you have to worry about people forgetting. When you think about the performance increase, again, when you couple the backing up with rules within your outbox, your mailbox. I have a hard time talking today. Within your mailbox, and when you think about it, you can put rules in place in your email to where your deleted items box is deleted after, say, 5 days. And maybe your sent items after a week or 14 days. In your inbox, maybe it stays active for 3 months before you automatically delete. Keeping in mind, everything is pushed off into the cloud. And by doing that, you get the performance increase by keeping your mailbox low. And then when you think of all the protection you get, it's really a little over $3 a month per user. And that's a lot of power to have. So again, it's really for businesses. It's a nice option to give all of those benefits to.
Awesome. So thanks for joining us, Steve. He has a question. It says, how important is archiving for those that use Gmail or G Suite as opposed to those using Outlook?
Just as important. And so because of the same reasons we talked about, that's a great question. And also, I didn't bring it up, but Gmail has a lot of those same features to auto archive. So you can do it there as well.
Next question was, do these archiving utilities work well with CRMs such as HubSpot or etc. or other ones?
CRMs, I would say it depends on the CRM. Now, the CRMs that I have used in the past did have abilities to link in emails as storage. So I'm not familiar with HubSpot, but it is certainly something that you can do and look at. Another great question, bringing up the CRM compatibility interface.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Thank you. Well, that brings us up to your tip of the week.
So my tip of the day is something called Steps Recorder. And Steps Recorder is a utility that comes with Windows. And what it is you can go into your start, or you can just go into your search where the little, a lot of people don't know, but in the bottom left hand, there's a little magnifying glass. You can just type in a search, just type in Steps Recorder. And here's what it does. It does it comes up with a little recorder box, and it has a start and a pause and a stop. Mm-hmm. And you hit the start. And what it does, it starts recording everything that you do. So what your initial desktop looks like, and then what you clicked, and then what the next one looks like, and puts it in a step-by-step document. So what you end up with is step 1, go here, clicked on this. Step 2, went here, clicked on this. And then you can save this. So there's 2 really good uses for this. One, if you're having issues performing a function, you can record what steps you are taking and send that to somebody who's helping you troubleshoot it. Or maybe you're trying to document a process for your team, and you can save this so that they can step-by-step go through, because let's face it, there's lots of tasks we have to do, and sometimes we need to go back and refer. So a really powerful tool. Now, for you Mac users out there, there's not, that I can find, a direct equivalent. There's iRecorder or Record It, and that takes a video, and you can actually record a video. Now, that I think would end up being a much larger file that you have to manage, but at least would have a full video recording. There are some additional utilities that do a lot of the same features of screen captures and documenting where to click, but you can make it work. But anyway, that's a really powerful tool to have.
And I believe for you iPhone users, you can also record something on your phone. So if you have an app you want to share and you want to show them your team how to do it, or whatever the case may be, you also have a record screen capability. So
yeah, absolutely.
All righty. Well,
what's your tip?
It's my turn.
You've got a cool one. I like the one you've got today.
Yes. So mine is for all of you social media. Social media just kind of takes over our life, right? So, and we're always looking for ways to make it easier, especially me, because I have so much to manage. So there is a app/website. You can get it on your phone, on your computer, on your tablet. It is called Cinch Share. Say that 10 times fast. It is a woman-owned business, and she actually lives here in Tampa, which I love. And what it does basically is you are able to plan and schedule your posts for the week. So let's say, right now I think I manage 5 different social media accounts. And so I can sit down, say on a Sunday, and say, okay, what do I want each of these to look like? And I can schedule them. And this ScentShare is the only one that can schedule to your personal page in Facebook. A lot of the other ones can do your business pages, but this one is the only one that can schedule to your personal page in Facebook and in Instagram. And you can schedule Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, and you can do them all at the same time. So it's pretty awesome. You do get a 14-day free trial, but it does cost. There are different levels of plans, and you just choose which one works best for you. And it's a pretty awesome app.
Is it Cinch with a C or Cinch?
Yes.
Okay.
Cinch with a C.
C-Y or?
It's C-I-N-C-H.
C-I-N. Okay.
Yep. Share. And the other cool thing is that I don't know if any of you are Canva users out there, but there is she has integrated with Canva, and so you can design stuff that you need right inside the ScentShare application, and you can upload videos and photos, and it's really it's got a lot that you can do, and it really makes life a lot easier.
That's cool. Yeah, being able to sit down and plan out and create all of your posts in one and just schedule them and go on with your week.
Yeah, schedule all that content, because we know there's a lot of it. And, for you to be noticed, you got to be consistent. And so it will help.
Yes.
All righty. Well, what's coming up next week?
Next week, we are going to have another guest. So we are going to have Steve Calkins of Electromarketing, and we are going to dive into marketing a bit, which is also important. We're going to talk about the importance of security on your websites and what benefits you get from that. And also, we're limited in kind of the face-to-face stuff that we can do every day to grow our client base. And so Steve's going to talk about how are some of the ways we can adapt to that until we all get back to normal. So we are excited to have Steve on next week. Make sure you tune in.
Very excited.
I think you'll get some good tidbits out of it.
Yep. Well, we appreciate the questions today. I see that there are no more. So until next week, we are excited for our guest speaker. And so tune in with us next week. But until then, have a fabulous week, and we will see you soon.
Bye now.